Hi guys, this is Fatima's Bricks. Welcome back to another Lego video. In this video, I'll be ranking the Summer Ninjago wave from the best to the worst. So I hope you enjoy my rankings, and these are clearly my opinions, so you don't have to bash them out. So at number 1 we have the Source Dragon of Motion. The LEGO Ninjago Source Dragon of Motion 71822 is a large and impressive set that has been generating a lot of buzz among the LEGO fans. So I'll be talking about the pros and cons right now and why it has earned the first position in my list. So, firstly, it has an impressive design and a detail. This dragon is massive and incredibly detailed. Reviewers, some of the videos I've seen, praising its realistic proportions and dynamic posing. The use of the color is also spot on. The color over here, and the with the fiery red and the gold color scheme, it perfectly captures the essence of a fire dragon, related to Kai, of course. Now, despite its size and complexity, the Source Dragon of Motion is very sturdy. You can see over here, and this is obviously thanks to the art and intelligent building techniques, which I really appreciate the Lego creators, which make use a variety of Lego pieces to create a strong and a stable structure. Apart from that, we have the minifigures selection, and over here we have the different posing. Yeah, so from the minifigures, we have the Tournament Kai, Tournament Erin, Wildfire with her new hairpiece, which, by the way, we haven't seen in season 2 yet as of now. Lord Ross with a beautiful red blue painting scheme on his suit and with a red print. Jordana and the Wolf Mask Warrior. These are the 6 minifigures which are included. Now let's talk about a bit about the cons. But before that, we have the gong and the shattering as well included as a part of the set, which makes me wonder how it's actually going to come up in the show. And because the gong and the shattering on top of the Source Dragon of Motion, maybe this is Raz's master. I know it's not Raz's master, but really just the gong and the shattering coming as a part of the set. Maybe, Raz could hit up the gong and the Source Dragon of Motion could start following him. This is from the Wolf Mask Dojo, I believe. And these, we also have 6 impressive small dragons coming along with the set. But I don't find the purpose of this. I don't get it why they've included this. Because in real life, we're not gonna be like flying these dragons around. In real life, they're all gonna be sitting down on the desk on a flat surface. So I don't get the purpose of having these tiny dragons. But nonetheless, despite all of these, it earns the position of number 1 on my list. One other thing that I'd like to talk about is the limited articulation. So while it looks great on the display, its articulation is somewhat limited. Maybe because the joints are like not really stuck to the point. This is because the focus was placed on creating a stable build, so not exactly on the joints itself. The legs can move forward and backward, but they cannot be posed in a wide range of positions. The price is a whopping 100 and the price is at a whopping USD $150 or 149.99. So overall, this is a fantastic set to please some Lego fans, and it earns the top rank on my list. However, if you're looking for a display piece, then maybe you should go for the Tournament Temple City, which earns the second position on this list. Okay, next up, the LEGO Ninjago Tournament Temple City set. This is a remarkable set with a total of 3,489 pieces. This set offers a comprehensive and engaging building experience. Now let's look at the overview. This set features a multi-tiered temple structure inspired by the traditional East Asian architecture characterized by its intricate design and attention to detail. The temple itself sits atop a rocky landscape over here, adding an element of adventure and discovery. The vibrant color scheme, including the colors blue, red, and green, add an element of adventure and discovery. This enhances the visual appeal of the model. So the temple itself has several levels, each adorned with decorative elements like curved roofs. Over here, you can see the curved roofs. Is just reminds me of the temple of Air Jitsu, which is presently recently one of the largest Ninjago sets to be after the Temple of Air Jitsu. I am talking about the Tournament Temple City, and it has ornate windows, flame decorations. The top of the temple is crowned with a majestic golden dragon piece, which gives it a majestic look. There is a intricate attention to detail over here. We've got the internal design as well. The interior of the temple includes various rooms in chambers, allowing it for the imaginative play. Here we have a certain amount of like a flamey fire thing that's going out. Now let's look at the other features of this set. So we have the moving parts such as a water wheel over here and a functioning crane, which adds dynamic features that enriches the play experience. There are also booby traps and hidden compartments, making it an exciting build for those who enjoy adventure themed sets, especially Ninjago fans. Now let's look at the collection of minifigures. Here we've got Lloyd, Wildfire, and here we're having a look at the features the minifigures. So there are around 30 minifigures, and we've got each unique minifigure: Tournament Lloyd, Tournament Cole, Tournament Zane, Tournament Nia, Tournament Aaron, Wildfire with her amazing headpiece, Lord Ross, Jordana, Mr. Bale, the Guard, the Blacksmith, and two more minifigures, which by the way looks like Euphrasia. But obviously we're gonna have different figures, I believe. Now we have additional elements to the set as well. So there's a flying creature that, by that I mean a dragon, and we have bridges and market stalls. This one's the bridge, and we have tiny little market stalls over here, and we have other elements such as around to create a bustling cityscape. The build experience is that it's about its complexity. So the complexity of the set makes it a rewarding challenge for experienced builders. The detailed instructions guide you through the assembly process amazingly, ensuring that each section comes together smoothly, which is the best part about Lego. Overall, the Lego Ninjago Tournament Temple City is a magnificent addition to the Ninjago series. Its intricate design, interactive features, and comprehensive playability make it a standout choice for both collectors and young builders. The set not only provides hours of building enjoyment, but also serves as a stunning display piece, capturing the essence of the Ninjago world. So at number 3 we have the Lego Ninjago Coast Titan Dragon Mech 71821, which is a massive and impressive set that appears to be a great choice for Ninjago fans and mecha enthusiasts, of course. So for the pros, I believe that it's a huge and an impressive design. This mech is the biggest Ninjago Titan mech ever released. It has arms, legs, heads, and wings, allowing for a wide range of postures and dramatic play. It is meticulously detailed, so the mech's design incorporates intricate details and a high level of color bricks, which allows for a great design, because previously for gold we've seen a color scheme of orange and black, but with the white introduction that makes it a bit strange, along with the gray pieces towards the end. So previously we've had a Titan Dragon mech for Jay, Lloyd, Zane, and Nia, but I don't think we have one for Cole and Kai, and now we've got one. Now the only thing that I'm disappointed with this set is that it only has one exclusive Cole minifigure. Maybe they could have added a couple of more minifigures, just like they did with Jay's Titan mech. So that would make it more, worth buying. But it in itself, it's still worth buying at 99.99 USD. It does need to have more minifigures. So it's once built, the mech can double up as a fantastic display piece. I believe this is, but in my opinion, Nia Samurai X mech is the best out of all the time, mostly because of the color scheme. But however, this looks beautiful because of its buildable poster. So overall, it could be a disappointment for some people because the mech does not include multiple minifigures and it's a bit expensive. So overall, the Lego Ninjago Titan Dragon Mech appears to be an excellent set for Ninjago fans, especially those who love mechs. It's reminds me of the Monkey Kids mech. While it comes with a hefty price tag and includes only one minifigure, the impressive size, intricate design, and posability seem to make up for it truly. And there are some additional designs to consider. Like, for example, there is a golden sheath over here towards the knee, so that makes it amazingly nice. But maybe they could have added this like in a feature to make up for the previous sets, how it's interchangeable, like how they've introduced the elemental mechs. So that's at number 3. So at number 4, we have the Lego Tournament Battle Arena 71818. Personally, this has to be one of my favorite sets because it includes the minifigure of Evil J, giving me some hopes of his returns and talks. Along with that, we have so many more features within the set itself. So you have Sora's minifigure, which, by the way, she looks a bit weird with her eyes. And we've got Cinder. Cinder has lost his legs, so it looks really funny on him. Along with that, we have the podium over here where we see Tournament Kai and Evil J trying to fight. And here we have a statue of the first Spinjitzu master. This is what I believe. It looks like Wu, but I think it's the first Spinjitzu master. So we have a small dragon piece. We have a Ninjago wolf mask warrior, and we have, I believe, this is a spinning set or something. And we have various areas. So we have a victory podium over here for the winner. So this set also has two moving platforms that can be allowed to simulate a Ninjago showdown. There's also a working trapdoor that can be triggered to send a minifigure tumbling down. Now along with that, there are 5 minifigures in this set. So these are namely Tournament Kai, Tournament Sora, Cinder without his legs, Wolf Mask Warrior, Evil J, Tox, which we saw in the Battle of the Tournament of the Elements in season 4. By the way, her hairpiece has changed. So this is a relatively affordable set, which makes it to another point as to why it's in my go-to list. So it's at $50 only, and it a reasonable pieces at 659. It may be small compared to the overall set, but compared to the tournament battle city set, but it's definitely worth the price, I believe. The set might be easier for some builders to build. However, the statue could be a problem because it's a bit small compared to the other size of the arena. So many would argue that it's Wu, but I believe it's the first Pinjitzu master. So overall, it appears to be a great choice for younger builders, to those who are new to Ninjago sets. The multiple play areas, interactive features, and inclusion of several minifigures provide good play value. At number 5, we have the Lego Ninjago Combo Team Vehicle Set 71820. Now, about this set, I'm a bit disappointed. Why did they include two Wolf Mask Warriors in the same set? Maybe they could have added a different minifigure to, maybe they could have added Zane, but really it just depends on how the set designers wanted to create this. So over here we have multiple vehicles in one. So we've got Cole, Nia, Sora, and we've got Lloyd in the main part of the set. So it can be configured to create three separate vehicles over here, or four because we're including Lloyd as well. So it includes a ninja jet, a ground vehicle, and a watercraft. So this provides for a variety of play operations. I believe this is a bit pricey for the amount of features it has, because it's really just priced at USD 89.99. That's too much. Maybe it could have been priced at around $70, maybe 69.99. So we have a hidden weapon compartments. So we've included the weapon incorporates compartments that store ninja weapons, which adds an element of surprise. So we've got 5 minifigures in this set. There's Tournament Lloyd, and this is the second set featuring Lloyd. The first one was the Tournament Temple City. We've got Tournament Cole, Tournament Nia, Tournament Sora, and the two Wolf Mask Warriors. Along with that, we have it's a couple of features. So we've seen that it divides into four. So Sora's divides into a flying jet. Cole has a motorcycle, Nia has a motorcycle, and Lloyd has the main car, of the main feature of this. So there might be one of the cons that it could be difficult to build for younger children, because this set has so many amount of pieces, 576 pieces. So it could be challenging for young builders, but apart from that, I think it's a great set. Many fans are furious at the fact that it's pricey for the features it has, but I think it's at the correct price. At number 6 and the final, we have the Lego Ninjago Zane's Ice Motorcycle 71816. It is a set which has a neat little set that appears to be geared towards younger builders. So it's easy to build because it only has 84 pieces, making it ideal for younger children or those who are new to Ninjago. The play features has a working suspension feature activated by pressing down on the Zane minifigure. So I've seen one of the YouTube videos where they're reviewing the Zane minifigure. So when you press down, it like splits off into its ice blades. The two ice blades fold out from the sides of the motorcycle, adding a fun element over here. So it includes only one Zane minifigure. Maybe they could have added the Wolf Mask Warriors with the Shatter Spin, and that would have added maybe a good feature to the set. And it's affordable. It's really affordable because it's at 9.99 USD, and it's really one of the most affordable. But you have to check that at this price you don't get much. So that's why I'm ranking it at the lowest in my list. Even though Jay's Mech Battle Pack was also in the same manner, but it included 4 minifigures. So I would rank it at a greater ranking. Then it has a limited play value because of the number of pieces, and this set may not hold the attention of great older builders. And it has a no steering function. So the motorcycle does not have a steering function, which might be a turn off for some children. Overall, the Lego Ninjago Zane's Ice Motorcycle set seems like a good choice for younger children who are fans of Zane. Yeah, because it only belongs to them. So the easy build, working suspension feature, and the inclusion of a Zane minifigure makes it a fun and an affordable option. However, the limited play value and the lack of steering function may be a drawback. So if you really you're broke, you don't have money, I think this could be the set for you. So with this, I end the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please hit the subscribe button and give me any feedback or something. Thank you.